Hello, Roblox. My name is M1. You may have heard of me at this point, though I would still be surprised if you have. I like playing Forsaken a lot, and one of the things I've noticed is that despite the rework for generators since the last time I made a generator guide video, a lot of people still struggle to get them done in a reasonable amount of time. So I wanted to make a video sort of showcasing my thought process when solving them to hopefully make that a bit easier. I have my alt with me, just like last time. I'm going to turn off the in-game music and edit something in, just like last time. And then we're going to set the map to a nice small open map, something like glass houses. And we're going to go find some generators. So, let's go. Now, unlike the times of yore where generators were a single tile puzzle on the front and people would shove their face into it so they could monopolize solving it, generators now have 3 points of access: the two sides and the front. Now, when you open a generator, that sound, that ka-thunk, and leaving a generator, that is audible in a certain radius. However, all other sounds, except for the generator starting when the bar here is full, are silent. Keep this in mind. Now, when you open up a generator, you'll get an arrangement of dots like this. Now, if you have played a game like Flow Free, you already know what you need to do. Connect the pairs to each other, like so. Ta-da! You filled up the bar a little bit. Now, anyone working on a generator is contributing to this bar. It is also visible on the generator itself. It's also a bit of a race, admittedly, because you get a reward for every puzzle you solve, and you'll want to get those rewards, right? But I digress. As you continue working on these, the bar will continue to fill. And once the bar is filled, like so, congratulations, you just solved the generator. Now, that was easy. And that's the point. They're much easier than the tile puzzles they used to be. However, solving them quickly is important, especially considering every generator can take off, I believe, 16 seconds from the clock? Yes. Which, each of these one set of puzzles, like so for example, completing that's 4 seconds. 4 per generator, 5 generators on a map, even if it says they're less, there's always 5. That's a minute 20 seconds off the clock. That can stack up, especially if you're working on a generator in the last 30 seconds while someone's being chased in a down-to-the-wire fight to the death. Now, one thing to notice about the generators, watch this. Wait, what? You can do that? Yep, you don't have to fill all of the spaces in order to complete them. You just have to make sure that the pairs are matched up. Most of the time, that will involve filling all of the spaces, but you don't have to. Now, one of the important things to note about generators, first off, actually commit to the side you're on, or you'll get this error message where it wants you to move to a different, like a closer side. Also, any damage taken, be it damage or time, or you getting sniped by a 1x4 or by a cool kid, will kick you out of the generator, resetting your progress and generating a new puzzle. This also happens if you move at all, so be careful accidentally undercommitting to a generator. If you think you're going to work on it, try to see it through. And you will find that you can get a lot of headway really quickly with this. Now, one thing to note is, when is it a good time to work on a generator? My advice would be during moments of downtime. If you're not being chased, do a generator if you can. If you aren't a role that needs to provide support, like a sentinel needing to disrupt the killer, or if your abilities are on cooldown and you've safely gotten away, do a generator. If you are unsure what you should be doing, you should probably look for a generator. Do you good. And if you have someone who is absolutely rushing generators, okay, maybe then let them do the generators, because especially if they're getting them done quickly, losing so much time so fast as a killer can cause them to panic, which makes your job surviving a lot easier. Do be careful. If someone rushes all the generators, but a killer maintains their composure, then things get a little tricky, because if they've gotten 2-3 kills and still have 2.5 minutes left on the clock, now it's a game of hide and seek. And most of the killers in this game are surprisingly good at seeking. Let's see, where is this last generator? I saw Jason up there, but there's a few new locations the generators can spawn that I'm not used to yet. Oh, there it is. One is behind that tree there, and one is over here for this map. I'll probably make a generator location guide later on, but for now, let's solve this last one. Feel free to pause the video the moment these puzzles show up and, I don't know, sketch out your solution. But I'm going to solve these at a pretty slow pace so that hopefully it's not confusing at all. And I'm not exactly taking my own advice here by doing the longer chains first. Sometimes you don't need to. Like, this, look at this puzzle. You had 5 sets of just directly next to each other. Directly next to each other, patterns like this will always just be this. You might as well have given me this, that, and maybe orange alongside red. So, hopefully, if you didn't understand generators before, you do now. And if you were just blindly rushing generators, you have a bit more context on when to interact with them. And, I don't know, if you already knew what you were doing, I mean, thanks for watching still, you didn't have to. If you enjoyed, you know, press the buttons that help me out. I would appreciate it, especially because I'm now starting to reach more people than I ever could have imagined, and I want to make good content. And getting feedback from you guys lets me know I'm doing something right. So, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. I'm going to charge Jason now.